depending on how matters pan out in the second half.
Remember, SuperSport United unbeaten against Morocco Swallows in the last 14 league and cup meetings between these two sides. That is on the field of play, of course. There was a drawn match in the MTN 8 2 years ago where Swallows won on post-match penalties. But can they break a 6-year drought here tonight in this MTN 8 final? It'll be SuperSport to get the second half underway. They're in the blue tonight. Swallows in their change strip. They could have played, I would presume, in the dark purple, although we would have had two dark colours here tonight. Maybe that's the reason one is lighter than the other, make it a little easier to identify and to distinguish between the two sides. So away we go, second half action here at the Orlando Stadium. Jima in the middle for SuperSport United, the hard man. Throw in on the far side for Rudy Isaacs. You might remember Lerato Chabangu scoring a late winner for Mamelodi Sundowns in a cup final 4 years ago. Offside against Zuma. Just confirmation of those lineups for tonight's game, scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Both sides making two changes from their league outings last weekend, which ended with contrasting fortunes. Swallows were surprisingly beaten at home by Pretoria University, and of course SuperSport United had a convincing 3-0 win over AmaZulu. Game played at Polokwane. Mungomeni. Now Chabangu looking for a bit of running up front from Katlego Mashego. Mashego in picture here, played in the top 8 final for SuperSport United in the past, was on the losing side. Khotwani there, former Jomo Cosmos player. Second lease on his career here at Swallows. Remember, he was at Sundowns as well. So was Mungomeni at the back for the Birds. Chenene, and the flag's up for offside.
Well, clearly you'll see, Mark, that whenever both of these teams get the ball in defence, at least 4 players push up into the opposition's third, and then the ball is played long. And that is where a lot of possession is lost. Maybe what they could do is try to build up from the midfield, and we'll see which of these teams take the initiative. Maybe when David Matibula comes in, Zeka will ask him to do that. Keep the ball and then spread those passes.
Felix Abada is the player who wins the free kick. Challenge here from Davies Nakasu, who is skipper tonight for the men in blue. Mashego beaten in the air by Juf, helped forward by Jima. Kanyeza going up. Chenene. Swallows now. Last touch, Peterson. Chabangu looking for Tsutsalupa. Good strong defence from Haskins, but still it's Swallows, a little bit speculative from Isaacs. If you're going to try from that distance, you've certainly got to get it on target.
Especially with a quality goalkeeper like Rowan, who will always have the upper hand in a situation like that.
Now Lekhatwani. Zuma. Dutti, was he brought down on the edge of the area? Free kick's been given. This is in a very good position for SuperSport United. Ashraf Hendricks is being warned here That's his last warning, says the referee. He's gone into the book as well in this game. He was booked after 20 minutes, and he was certainly flirting with danger there.
Well, here you see Ashraf being beaten by Duty, and he's got his hands wrapped around him, brings him down, and the referee awarding SuperSport a free kick in a very dangerous position, Mark.
Well, Franklin Kale has got that strong left foot. Samik Doughty in there as well. Zuma can conjure something up. Referee's trying to get the ball back the required distance. And if you look at Kale just taking 1 or 2 steps back, you get the impression we're going to have a thunderous shot here from Franklin Kale. Still battling with the wall is the referee. SuperSport have got 3 players in that penalty area also, but look at Kale, he's the key man, just outside the circle. Zuma and Doughty and Franklin Kale. Kale, saved by Etafia. I'm not sure he knew much about that, but he did the job nevertheless.
Well, clearly it must be interesting for us to have a look at that replay, how that ball got between that wall. Here we see Kale taking it, and there's a huge gap you see there. Etafia did so well to stop it. The wall wasn't well positioned, and Swallows almost paid the price.
Bang on target from Kale. Excellent stop from Etafia, and not for the first time in this game as the former Nigerian international come up with an excellent save. Now Fransman with Obada, and throw in to Swallows. Play suddenly switching down to the other end. Well, Zeka Marks will know that that was a good opportunity, which the opponent has missed. Negadze now. Still no action off the benches either. All of the players sitting in their dugouts. No indication of any changes just yet. As Farouk suggested, the coaches will ponder for a while, and they'll be mindful of the possibility of extra time here tonight. We will have a winner of the MTN8 at the Orlando Stadium this evening, even if we're here all night taking penalties.
Let's hope we don't go, to that situation of penalties. It would be nice to see this game being won in normal time.
Never the greatest solution to deciding a knockout cup, but more and more common these days. Does provide the requisite drama, that's for sure. Well, it did start very brightly this game. The first 20 minutes certainly full of action. At the moment it's a little tentative, and both sides just struggling to get the foot on the ball, and neither team able to dictate anything at this stage. Push from Fransman in the back of Mashego, right in front of the referee. Free kick opportunity, and this is certainly within striking range at the other end. Fransman unhappy with the decision, but you can't have too many complaints about that.
I can't understand why Fransman has his hands against him, because he was going to win that head in any event, but he's complaining about the fact that he just sort of touched Mashego. But Mashego made a meal out of it, and the referee saw it as a push.
Fernandez knows the danger here of a Lerato Chibangu. But Lepo Mashego has also taken a few fine free kicks in his day. My money's on Chibangu here to have a bit of a go. He's certainly lining it up. It might be a bit of a decoy though. So free kick chance here for the Birds. Can they take the lead, having gone down after just 4 minutes? Chibangu! It's over the top. Big dive there from Fernandez, but there was a good bit of daylight between the crossbar and the ball. It sailed over.
He struck it well. It didn't get enough dip on it, but again we see Shabangu's ability to bend that ball around the wall. He would have loved to get more dip on it. The ball never dipped. It just went all the way over the pole.
Maybe another meter or two back, and would have been much more effective. There's Jima. Kale. Using his strength, Franklin Kale. Now Haskins. Mugadze clears. Fransman. This is turned over by Okasu to Chabangu. Jima with the clean-up. A little bit sloppy from the SuperSport captain. Luckily for him, the midfielder Jima came in with a key tackle. No football tomorrow, of course, because it is Cup final weekend, but Monday is Heritage Day, and SuperSport back in action. Live coverage from Nelspruit, where Wits are hosting Kaizer Chiefs. That game kicks off at 6 p.m. on Monday, so live action. It's live on SuperSport 4. It's also in high definition. That's also the case on Tuesday when we are back here for Orlando Pirates against Ajax Cape Town. Another real cracker for you on your World of Champions. And we'll confirm all of those games for you again in the second half to make your planning of football viewing in the coming week a little bit easier. Now, is Chinene going to get there? He does so. He's got pace, this man. Up against Peterson. Still with the ball. Peterson using some strength there. And in the end, Chinene perhaps might have delivered that a bit earlier. Ten minutes gone in the second half of the MTN 8 final. No chances of any nature at the start of the second half. We've had the two free kick opportunities. Nothing created in open play. Well, Greg Etafia chosen ahead of Aubrey Matibe, who's been the goalkeeper for the last two matches. Etafia had a stomach bug, and Matibe certainly made a claim for a place in this cup final lineup. But the coach went with the experience of Etafia. His 290th start tonight for Swallows. Chance here at the back post. Obada! Great save from Fernandez. You wonder from that tight angle, Farouk, was it on target? But the goalkeeper was taking no chances. Excellent stop.
Well, Rowan positioned himself brilliantly on that near post. As you see the ball coming across, Obada tries to squeeze it through, but Rowan stands up, does so well in blocking a shot, and Obada really had no option but to go for goal, no option to pass, went for the right option, but Rowan was equal to it.
Looked as if it was on target. So the first change of the night is being made, and Sibusiso Zuma's race is run, and we will have some excitement up front with young Kermit Erasmus. Came on as a sub for his first run out of the season against Amazulu, and he's back on as a sub here tonight. He was a hero in the cup final against Sundowns in May. His move to Sweden didn't work out, so he's back in SuperSport colours. He's become a father in the last couple of weeks. He could crown the birth of a young daughter with a medal here. Now Mashego, good block. Mugadze to Tutsulupa. They're three in the middle. If he can cross, it's a good ball as well. Now Chabangu, they've scored, surely. Flag stays down, referee says play on. Did that cross the line? Excellent chance for Swallows. Back in again. Well, the Birds looking for the first goal of the second half, and I fancy they were very close there. Referee doesn't look too sure. Linesman kept his flag down. Here's Chinene now. Oh, that was a inviting ball as well. It'll be a goal kick, and it'll give us a chance now to make a call here for Rook. In from Chabangu.
The ball is struck so well by Chabangu. Diouf on the line, not over. The whole ball has to cross the line there.
Off his back foot, so lucky. Ashraf Hendricks, I think, had a little touch on the way through there. He would have claimed it. My word.
Very fortunate for SuperSport. If that ball had made one more circulation, we would have seen a goal awarded. But the officials did very well in ensuring that they didn't just point to the center. Clearly the ball didn't cross the line.
I'm not sure how much the defender knew about that. There's Hendricks' touch off the back foot of Murdjouf. Flags up. SuperSport United will get a chance to clear their lines here.
Well, as you said, Mark, I don't think Diouf knew much about it. It was just a reflex. Got his foot in the way, his left foot, and he stopped the ball from crossing the line.
An hour gone in the cup final, still one apiece. They're going to make a second change, SuperSport United. You can see George Maluleke at the bottom there of your screen, standing by to come on as well. So Gavin Hunt wants to win this game in the 90.
Well, Gavin wants to win this game. He's realized that Hendricks is sitting on a yellow card. He's brought in the likes of Kermit Erasmus to create a bit of speed up front and run at that defense. But he seems to have dropped very deep, Mark.
Now Isaacs back, clearance from Etafia. Mark Haskins will be going off, we hear. Two of the older and more experienced players. Also maybe a factor of legs as well, Farouk, with Zuma and Haskins.
Yeah, Zuma and Haskins is to play their part. I think they've done very well for SuperSport this evening. But he's bringing in a bit of fresh legs and also some pace up front. What I would like to see is that Kermit plays much closer to Mabuti Kanyeza. He seems to be playing too far from him, leaving Mabuti isolated between Mungomeni and Hendricks.
Well, you can see there on our freeze frame, the ball did not cross the line. Now, George Maluleke played as a substitute in the MTN8 final of 2009, 3 years ago, when Ajax lost 6-0 here to Golden Arrows. Kale going wide, and was there illegal tackle on George Maluleke to welcome him into the match?
George will get forward much more in the second half. He's the type of player, we've seen him at Ajax doing that, attacking from deep positions, and I think that is why Gavin has brought in those players to add more punch up front. There was a scare earlier on. He could have been 2-1 down, and he's realized if he wants to win it, he needs to go for that second goal.
Floated in by Kale, but well off target. This could be serious. Samik Doughty. Play has been stopped. Bang of heads, of course, is always considered cause to halt the game. Good news is Samik Doughty is up. Sherry Lekotan is none the worse for wear, and the game will continue. SuperSport with 2 changes already. That hits Maluleke, now Tsutsurupa, that's a better clearance. Looking for the pace of Obada. Out comes Fernandez. Could turn defence into attack here. This is off the back of Hendricks. Oh, that's a good chance for Kanyeza. He'll be disappointed, and he might have had a bit more time as well on the ball.
Well, he rushed his shot here. You see that ball played in from Fernandez. Fantastic forward pass. It hits Hendricks on the back. He could have had another touch, but I think he was so excited about scoring that he didn't take his time. He went for goal and kicked it over the goal post, giving Etafia no work whatsoever.
And the expression on Ashraf Hendricks' face is, oh, got away with that one. Hendricks now on Kanyeza again. Got to be careful, of course. He's on a yellow card and has had a final warning too. Now Erasmus. Good challenge from Chabangu, taking the ball off Maluleka. Too long though for Chinene. Long ball from Etafia. Nice touch from Masheko. Yazobade shown too much of the ball there. Disappointment for Swallows. 25 minutes left. So, magazine shows to watch out for on Monday. The Backpager show, apparently that's the quiz to decide the most knowledgeable journalist. Robert Marawa's extra time. Farouk will be in the studio, 8:30 on Monday. They'll be analysing all the weekend action. Obviously, particular emphasis on tonight. So the Super Disky show, live on Wednesdays. That starts at 7 o'clock. Another one of the array of magazine shows for you live on your World of Champions. Robert Marawa and his special guests at 8:30 on a Thursday. And you get a free mug if you're in the studio. And Master Plan with Tumlani Msibi, our new Friday show, starts at 7. Looking forward to the weekend. And then, of course, you've got all those live games, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll tell you about them shortly, but so much football here on your World of Champions. Strong challenge by Fransman on Chabangu, but he's got the free kick. Siabonga Novete, Farouk is standing by to come on, by the way. So there'll be a huge roar when he comes on. Header away from Fransman. Now Maluleka gets away from Chinene, looking to get Kanyeza going. Erasmus making his way into the middle. Lovely skill from Kanyeza. Oh, what was he trying there?
He does so well and then he fluffs that cross.
Nombete will be replacing Obada. He looks ready. Been out for the last couple of games with injury. Missed the Bafana trip to Brazil and the friendly against Mozambique as well. And he's back for the Birds. Last season's Player of the Year, Players' Player, top goal scorer. Is he going to write another chapter in a fairy tale last 12 months for the man from Hammersdale, Siabonga Nombete?
Well, Mark, if he's recovered from his injury, he's going to cause SuperSport a number of problems, especially with his pace and his ability to run at defenders.
So they've kept him in abeyance, Morocco Swallows, but they've played their hand now. Good work from Erasmus, just too many players around him. Here's Nombete's first touch. Free kick for Swallows.
And if you look at what he's done, I think the coach has moved him to play just ahead of the two central backs, and he's giving those central defenders a lot of headaches. You know, just standing there, just being in that area, obviously is going to give the likes of Fransman a lot to think about.
Flags up. Maluleka takes it quickly. Now here goes Erasmus. He wants a bit of running. Here's Kale. A little ambitious from Franklin Kale. Lekotwane to Chinene. Offside. Masheko was offside. Good call from Mr. Moshidi, the linesman.
Very tight decision, but as you said, Mark, a correct decision. He was in line, and even if Siabonga's arm was outstretched. He's offside. He has to be in line.
Header away from Isaacs. Masheko's now back helping out. And Mungomeni. Great ball here, looking for Nombete. Fernandez clears all the way upfield for Cañeza.
Well, I think both teams have decided on a tactic where they absorb the pressure and they look for the opposition to attack them and keep one point of reference and try to use the likes of Rowan to get that forward pass in the case of SuperSport.
Peterson's clearing header. Jima using his strength. Finds Kale. Now Cañeza. Swallows still dominating possession, but can SuperSport get the lead back here? Down goes Cañeza. Not interested is the referee. Chabangu. The referee still looking at Cañeza as if to suggest when the ball goes out of play, he might give him a yellow. But he's decided not to do so. 20 minutes left here at the Orlando Stadium. Are we going to have a winner in the 90 or will we go into extra time? One change for Swallows. Nombete's on, 2 already from Gavin Hunt. Flick on from Nombete, no one following. Fransman's clearance, Negadze. Jima, good strong challenge. Now Erasmus, got a bit of time. Has he got support? Kale to his left. 2 in the middle, if he can get it across. Franklin Kale, good start defending from Rudy Isaacs. There's Nombete. Good work from Fransman. Chabangu got a knock in the challenge with Jima.
Jima clears the ball, but his arm is in the face of Chabangu and it's sort of poked him in his eye. And here you see him going down.
And he's made a miraculous recovery. They won't allow him back onto the pitch just yet. Now he comes on. Flag is up for offside. Nombete wants a bit more movement. Chabangu seems okay. Forward from Fernandez. Another floater which is in search of the players up front. There's not the requisite height now with Erasmus and Cañeza. Might still be a role for Nathan Paulser, but I would fancy it might get a wide player on. Offside Masheko. Now Doughty. Good work from Hendricks. Linesman in front of the Swallows fans is getting a little bit of what we could call the bird.
Well, clearly they're not happy about Nombete being adjusted to being offside. He didn't look offside. And the fans don't like the decision the assistant is making by putting up his flag.
And Tsutsalupa gets a call which he's not happy with either. There's lots of discussion going on at the moment. It's getting a little scrappy this second half here. So much at stake, of course. Never mind 8 million rand for the winner. Franklin Kale to deliver the free kick. Out goes Itafia. That's a good catch from the goalkeeper. Negadze looking for Masheko. Fernandez has got time, although Chibangu is bearing down on him. Tutsulupa unable to hold on to it.
Well, it seems like Swallows have done their homework as far as set pieces are concerned, with the exception of the one free kick where Fransman got a touch to it. They haven't really been worried by the free kicks, which we know SuperSport are very, very effective in.
Maluleka. Kanyeza. Erasmus. Maluleka and Jima, a little bit of confusion in the midfield, allows Nombete to chase, a little bit of a lost cause. Too strong from Tutsulupa. Well, we need something special now in the last quarter hour, otherwise we are going to go to extra time. Peterson, that's a good pass. Erasmus, Doughty. Kanyeza on the edge of the area. Doughty was hoping for the return pass, which never came. Isaacs. Ngadze. Isaacs. Chenene was onside. Fernandez has been asked to do a lot of clearing on those back passes and has not faltered once.
That's his strength, Mark. You know, his distribution is fantastic, and Gavin has used that to great effect.
Well, he's as animated as always, Gavin Hunt. These are some of the players who didn't make the team starting lineup. Mogoki Gabonamong amongst them there, the tough tackling Botswana international, and you can see some of the Swallows players as well, the wives and girlfriends in the house as well. Zekamarks. Now Lechotwani. Peterson, play on, says the referee. Nombete goes down. Good interception from Hendricks. Tutsulupa. Masheko slipped. A bit of space here for Jima. Now Doughty. Need to have a bit more running from the wingers for SuperSport. Chibangu, nice touch. He was trying to nutmeg Fransman there, but the central defender came up trumps. Now Erasmus. Was he hacked down? That could be a yellow card. And Chenene gets a yellow for his efforts.
William Bennett Chenene is very late, and he hacks down Kermit Erasmus. And the referee was correct in awarding him with that yellow card. It's a tackle from behind, obstructing the fact, or should I say, not allowing Erasmus to make his run, and he has to tread carefully with that yellow.
Now Franklin Kale might fancy his chances from this range. It seemed a little ambitious, but we know he's got a powerful shot. But I don't think that wall is too keen to get in the way. So here comes Kale, goes for goal, and Etafia punches it away. Like he was playing Pac-Man there.
Well, it didn't really bother him much here. You know, he just seen that ball coming from a distance. The set pieces haven't been that impressive, and in most cases the keepers were well positioned, as we've seen with Etafia there, making a volleyball clearance.
This could go so wrong if it comes off the side of your fist. They'll tell you in the manual, rather catch the ball, but it's nice to have a little eccentricity from the goalkeepers. Ngadze.
Well, at least Itafia could have a career after football. He could still be involved with the volleyball setup in Nigeria.
Chinene will take the throw in and find Lepotwane. Chabangu. Good interception by Diouf. Clearance from Nakausu. Space out wide. Inside from Mashepo. Intercepted. Perhaps another chance. This time to Chabangu. Can he get it square? Nombet is waiting, so's Chinene. Appeal for handball. Referee says play on. Against Bevan Fransman, but not given.
Well, I've seen those given, and very fortunate for Bevan not to have.
Now Erasmus. He's only got Kanyeza in the middle. He's trying to lay it back. Oh, Kanyeza's put it over the top.
Kanyeza's finishing has been erratic. Not one, not two, but a number of chances where he could have at least forced a save, got the ball on target, missed it.
Now, was it a handball? Bevan Fransman. How fortunate was he? The Swallows fans are baying for the referee. What do you think, Farouk?
Well, clearly a penalty there. He's got no... It's not a case of him having had his ball, his arms in a position where he was avoiding it. He had his arm up, and I've seen referees given those. The rule is, Mark, if your arms are not in a natural position, then it is a penalty.
That's a very good definition of a sometimes confusing rule. Let's have a look at that penalty appeal one more time. First, the yellow card. Kanyeza with a challenge on Mungomeni. I think he's going to... There's the yellow for Kanyeza. That's our fourth yellow of the night, by the way. Well, he missed a glorious opportunity, Mabudi Kanyeza. As Farouk said tonight, has not been able to set his sights. And at the other end, Bevan Fransman. Did he give away a penalty or not? These are the talking points at the moment.
That arm is definitely not in a natural position. It's up above his, just in front of his chest. And he couldn't get it out of the way. It seemed to have made contact.
Well, the referee was not far away, and he was quite adamant in waving it away. So perhaps a let-off for SuperSport United.
Quite a fortunate one. I suppose, you know, the referee didn't want to make that decision based on the fact that it wasn't that clear.
And particularly in a cup final, which will not please Morocco Swallows, because you want those to be given. If it's a handball, it's a handball. Doesn't matter if it's a final or not. Now Chinene, it's a tight angle for him. Somehow you saw that coming. So 8 minutes remaining, plus a little stoppage time. Tonight's cup final to be followed on Monday by Wits against Chiefs as the ABSA Premiership resumes. That's live from Nelspruit, 6 p.m. kickoff. Our build-up starts half an hour before, and we'll be here on Tuesday night. Pirates against Ajax Cape Town. That should be a cracker. 7:30 kickoff. Wednesday, it's the big Tshwane derby, and SuperSport back in action again. Again, a 7:30 kickoff live from Attridgeville. And all of those games will be in high definition, HD on SuperSport 4 and on the HD channel.
Well, Mark, the $8 million question could be, if he brings in Paulse, could Paulse be the missing link? Kanyeza hasn't delivered. Paulse could be an option for him.
My one reservation with that, Farouk, is who's going to deliver the ball, because both flanks have been fairly quiet. Neither Kale nor Doughty have provided the service that someone like Paulse would thrive on. Well, it's an interesting question you pose. SuperSport United will have something to ponder. This is Morocco Swallows' options. David Matibula is warming up already. And I think they'll be a little more circumspect. It's SuperSport, though, who've got just the one change left. Maybe a Clifford Mulenga.
Well, I was going to say that could be the other option. You know, he's proven this season that he has what it takes. And I won't be surprised if either Clifford or Paulson comes on.
Well, you can see Zeka Marks wants to make the change now with David Matibula. This is Gavin Hunt's options. Pule, of course, is the reserve goalkeeper. So it's Jabu Malaleke, Nathan Paulson and Clifford Mulenga in an attacking options. And September, of course, is the lone defender on a very attacking bench. Onside, chance here for Chinene, surely, goal! And Swallows, with 5 minutes left, have they won the MTN 8? Long ball, and the goalkeeper lobbed superbly by Bennett Chinene, who's now scored in the last 5 games for Moroka Swallows. Is that the goal to decide the cup final, Farouk Khan?
Well, Mark, with 5 minutes to go, you look at this ball being played forward. Good run from Chinene from a deep position, unmarked. What a cool and calm finish from Chinene. He lobs Rowan Fernandez there, that ball from Mashego. Good first touch, and Rowan had no chance whatsoever. Had to come off his line. But you must compliment Chinene for the coolness he showed in this regard by chipping Rowan Fernandez, who had to come off his line.
3 excellent passages of play from Chinene. First the run, Farouk, he set off, beat the offside trap, then the touch to bring the ball under control, and then that wonderful chip over the top.
Fantastic. Well-timed run from a deep position, wasn't picked up by SuperSport's defense. And that is always difficult for a player coming from deep, for defenders to pick him up.
Matibula is going to come on for Chabangu. SuperSport United look as if they're going to bring on Clifford Mulenga. All of a sudden, now we are set for a dramatic conclusion. But what a goal from Bennett Chinene. That is his 5th goal in as many games. He has scored in each of the last 5 matches for Moroka Swallows, and what a wonderful finish. And remember, Swallows have now scored in this competition at least 2 goals per game in every round. That's the 2nd of the night. That could be the cup final winning goal. Here's the change. David Matibula on for Lerato Chabangu for his first bit of action in this campaign. A man who was such an important part of the team last season. They'll be happy to have him back. A little bit of a sub-appearance against Amatakis in the last game, and now a cameo run in the cup final as well. And Clifford Mulenga, well, he has to do this, Gavin Hunt, really. He's going to bring on Mulenga for Kale. So Samik Dati will see out the full 90, maybe even more, if SuperSport can get back on the score sheet. One and a half minutes plus stoppage time remains in the MTN 8 final. Are Moroka Swallows going to win this competition for the first time since 1977? Itafia, not convincing, and he's got Nagatse, his teammate, telling him, hey, we need to make sure of those.
Well, SuperSport, they've got nothing to lose. They've got to throw caution to the wind. They've got to get more balls forward. I've seen Diouf moving up front. They are now going for route 1 to get that important equalizer.
Forward from Nakasu. Flick on, yes, Juf. Wild effort from the big defender. 4 minutes will be added on, so we've got 4.5 as things stand now. Will Gavin Hunt taste cup defeats in this competition? Yet again, he lost here with Morocco Swallows against Jomo Cosmos in his very first cup final. Will Zeka Marks win his first bit of silverware? All will be revealed in the next 5 minutes or so, Farouk.
Yeah, well, clearly you can see that Morocco Swallows has made use of those chances. They had 3 shots in the second half on target, and out of those 3 shots, they scored 1, which is so important for them. With the time running out, that's going to be uphill for SuperSport.
They're desperate for the ball as well, SuperSport. You can see the urgency with which they're trying to get possession here. Rowan Fernandez says to his skipper, you go up, I'm going to kick this as far as I can. Big left-footed boot up front. Flick on from Juf, he has a chance. Whistle's gone. Foul on Nagadze. Into stoppage time. The Swallows fans away on the other side of the main stand are on their feet. They can sense that the beautiful birds will be flying high in just a couple of minutes' time, unless SuperSport United can conjure something up here and produce a dramatic finish.
Well, Mark, it's a nail-biting finish, and Swallows will be content with just ensuring that they keep that ball and not allow SuperSport back into this game.
Tired legs from Samik Doughty. Gavin Hunt's sitting quietly in his seat now. Kaitano Tembu, his assistant, has taken over. Zeka Marks hasn't sat all game long. Oh, what a start for him. He was in the shadow of Gordon Ingerson, but he's proved to be his own man in the last 2 months or so, with the run that Swallows have had to the final. That 6 goals they scored in the semi against Sundowns over 2 legs, plus the thrashing of Orlando Pirates in the league here just a couple of Saturdays ago. Now Tsutulupa concedes possession. Jima is going to push forward. 2 minutes remain. He finds Kanyeza. Back comes Mungomeni. Juf. Doughty will leave it, or Kanyeza will leave it in. Oh, and they get the shot in, but it's half blocked, and Nagadze will clear it away. And how vital will that be?
Well, that's going to be a very vital stop there, and they have everything hanging on this last 2 minutes. They got to do everything to ensure that SuperSport don't get a chance.
Corner's been won. 1.5 minutes remain. They're going to move everybody forward. Bevan Fransman, Murjuf, they're all in there. Edward Jima as well. Lots of power and strength. And Swallows have everyone back as well. They get a touch. Here's Erasmus. Can he lift it back into that danger zone? They're queuing up there. Oh, Juf gets tackled. Nagadze with a wild attempted clearance. Tsutulupa gets it away. Offside. David Matibula. Less than a minute for Zeka Marks and his Swallows side. Is that jacket going to go flying any minute now? Nakbetsi Bayer standing by to come on. It'll just wind time away. I don't know whether he's going to get a chance to play though. Throw in SuperSport. Fransman. They need to get this up. Nakausu doesn't get the power he needs. Chenene. Juf back inside. Clearance from Lekotwani. 10 seconds. Morocco Swallows on the verge of $8 million in their back pocket. Samik Doughty. This must be the last chance now for SuperSport. In from Peterson. And will they get, well, they'll get a throw in. It's no corner. 4 minutes have gone. He looks at his watch, the referee. Floated in there. Tafia. Still a chance for SuperSport. And it's in the arms of the goalkeeper. And he's fouled in the process by a desperate Kanyeza. And surely that must be that. We've had the 4 minutes. It's the referee now that everyone's looking at. I don't think Macbeth Sibaya is going to get on. He wants to, but I don't think he's going to get on. That whistle is coming. That whistle sounds. No, we're going to have the change. We're going to have the change. Sibaya is going to come on. They thought it was the whistle. Let him on. Give Macbeth Sibaya a bit of cup final action. He deserves it. Great servant of the game in South Africa. Here comes the goal hero, Bennett Chinenu. What a goal to decide a final. So close now. So Sibaya on. And that is the last kick of the game. Morocco Swallows